Good afternoon, everyone. So the much-awaited moment is here, and we all know why we are gathered here. So without much ado, may I request Chairman Sir, Director Sir, and other dignitaries to join us on stage for the Deep Prajwalan. Thank you very much. May I request Chairman Sir and Director Sir to take their seat on the dais, please. Good afternoon, everyone, once again. So we are here, of course, to celebrate this momentous occasion for which we have waited for years, and finally that historic moment is here, and I would like to thank one and all to be witnessing this event with all of us here. Before we start the event, may I request Director Sir to welcome Chairman Sir formally. Now Chairman Sir wants to honor Director Sir, so let's... We are really privileged to have with us the two chief architects, if I may say, who have made this possible today. And I'm also thankful to our friends in the press who have come to join us on this celebration. So to begin with the formal address to the press, may I first take the opportunity to introduce our chairman. Of course, he doesn't need any introduction, but still for a formality, if I can say, I should introduce him. So, Mr. Shashikiran Shetty, Chairman, Society and Board of Governors, NITIE, and Chairman and Founder, All Cargo Group, India's largest integrated logistics providers. Mr. Shetty, a logistics industry veteran with over 3 decades of experience, has spearheaded All Cargo Group's foray into diverse logistics verticals and been at the helm of several successful strategic acquisitions in India and across the globe. In 2020, Mr. Shetty was appointed by the Government of India's Ministry of Education as the chairman of the Society and Board of Governors of the National Institute of Industrial Engineering. He plays a key role in driving academic and research excellence, as well as nurturing collaborative industry-academia partnerships. Mr. Shetty has been an active participant in initiatives of the World Economic Forum and those of important industry associations like the CII. He is, of course, a philanthropist at heart and also an avid golfer. I don't think today we would be able to see the light of this day if we did not have his patronage. So please join your hands in a thunderous applause welcome Mr. Shashikiran Shetty, a visionary and charismatic leader, and if I may add, with a touch of gold. Sir, please.
Good afternoon, everyone. I can't express my happiness at this moment. I'm, overwhelmed with joy. I am very emotional, and I think, the hard work done by Professor Tiwari, his colleagues, and the whole journey of this entire, I would say, a project to conclusion in a short time of 2.5 years, although the proposal to get NITIE to be IIM Mumbai has been ongoing for probably over 20 years. I think I'm destined to have this to happen in my hands during my chairmanship. For destiny or for a good outcome, it is never done by any one individual. You got to have a team of people. You have to have like-minded people. You don't want hurdles and bottlenecks when some ultimate objective or the goal that we want to achieve in life. The Almighty brings those such people together. That timing, the ecosystem has to come together. I could not have done it alone. It's impossible. Nor Director Tiwari could have done it alone. It's impossible. We have to really, really appreciate and thank the Government of India, our Honorable Prime Minister, Mr. Modi, our Education Minister, Mr. Pradhan, Mr. Devendra Fadwanis, many of the bureaucrats, the board members, most importantly among the board members, our own Mr. Atul Kulkarni. He has done such a brilliant work on at the back end. First of all, encouraging me, because he's been here as a board member earlier than me. He gave me a lot of insight about the institution, what works well here, what doesn't work well here, or what improvements we can make here. So he gave me so much of insight. And more importantly, he shares a wonderful relationship with Mr. Pradhan particularly. And without him, this wouldn't have been possible. So I would say, leaving Government of India aside for a minute, I think it is a trinity between Mr. Tiwari, myself, and Atul made the trick. Made this happen. I don't need to say it's an historical day, not only for NITIE, not only to Mumbai city, I would say it's an historical moment for the country. I think changing into IIM Mumbai will not only give the institution a lot of autonomy, it will also obviously attract a lot more minds like all you young people who are taking advantage of this institution to be very good leaders of the future for corporations, for a political system, or for a social organizations. All of you are going to become what we have been able to achieve in our lives. And I'm sure, this recognition will help you, all of you, in your future endeavors by being alumni of IIM Mumbai. First of all, the graduates of IIM Mumbai and alumni in the future. I'm very, very grateful to Almighty God for giving me this energy or this philanthropic mind to do work for the society without expecting anything in return. I'm not someone who looks for awards or recognition. I do it out of my heart. What comes later with that is obviously something that happens, right? So the reason I'm saying this is to give you all this message that while you achieve the peak of success in your career, in your life, never forget who are responsible for it. To begin with, your parents, the school or the college, or the professors who teach you, the other mentors who help you to get you where you will eventually get to. I mean, coming here itself is a great success that all of you have demonstrated with the wonderful alumni, the wonderful teachers, professors, deans, and administrative staff who are working tirelessly to make your stay here comfortable, make it a very accomplishing place for all of you. So always remain grateful in the corner of your heart that without their time being spent, you wouldn't have achieved what you're going to achieve in the future. So remember that, and remember always to be a good human being and someone who can help as many people as possible in your life. So that is a kind of a belief that I wake up every morning and do a good job to the best extent I can and help as many people as possible. So that's my goal in my life. And once again, I can't thank Professor Tiwari enough. He is I'm saying with utmost humble words and with a complete belief that you all are blessed. This institution is really blessed to have someone like him. He works so tirelessly and with so much of passion, so much of commitment. And anything, we all need encouragement and motivation, right? He is my motivation, actually. Anything I do, any little thing I do, he will say, Mera pranam sir, without you, I beg you, I touch your feet. He sends messages like that. Which makes me feel that much more connected to him, and it motivates me to do much more in my journey with NITIE. I probably also not an easy person to work with because I always bring up something new, some new ideas. And when I became the chairman, I told him, this is a 65-acre campus. What are we doing here with 1,200 students? This should be at least double. And institution, obviously, all of you know that there are quite a few issues in the beginning. We've been able to resolve quite a few of them, and there is still a lot of work to be done. And I would definitely love to see in this institution, at least there should be double the number of students in the future. I think the only thing that is required for that to happen, we need to have a good infrastructure. There are more facilities, more classes, classrooms, more research infrastructure, and also places for students and the faculties and the administrative staff to stay. So that is not going to come easily. For that, we need to collect funds. We need to have a very ingenious way how we can raise money through the alumni network, through the corporate world, or through any other means that we can achieve that. That is one request that I have made to Professor Tiwari. We should start working on that as early as possible. And the other thing that I would like to appeal to all of you, the senior professors and the deans, that we should publicize this historic day and make it every Mumbaikar and every person in India now stand up and know about this development. And this campus is the one which is destined to become the #1 institution in India. It doesn't matter, it happens during my chairmanship, it doesn't matter, but that should be the goal. And for anything to happen, we need to lay a very strong foundation, and we need to have all the facilities and all the caliber of future teachers that is required when we start the MBA program here as well. And I'm so happy and so delighted to address all of you today. Thank you very much, and God bless you all.
Thank you very much, sir, for being such a passionate and connected chairman. I think I would thank on behalf of the entire NITIE fraternity, and also for telling us that, you know, this is just the beginning of the journey and there are much more roads to be traversed. Now, moving on, I have the privilege of honoring and inviting Professor Manoj Tiwari, Director NITIE. I don't think anyone other than him has lived this dream as much. And with his faith, conviction, and relentless effort, he has shown us sapne sach hote hain. Dreams do come true. So let me formally introduce him. Professor Manoj Kumar Tiwari has been Director, National Institute of Industrial Engineering, Mumbai since November 2019. He was a professor with higher academic grade in the Department of Industrial and Systems Engineering at the Indian Institute of Technology, Kharagpur. Professor Tiwari has led numerous projects and consultancy assignments with prominent industry and government organizations in India, including Indian Air Force, Procter & Gamble, Tata Hitachi, and ports located in Eastern India. In addition, he has been engaged in collaborative research with partners from Loughborough University, UK, Institute for Manufacturing, Warwick Manufacturing Group, UK, Durham University, and the University of Connecticut, USA. Professor Tiwari is an author of more than 355 articles in leading international journals with an H index of 80. He is a fellow of the National Academy of Sciences, India, and the Indian National Academy of Engineering, the Institute of Industrial and Systems Engineering, USA, and recognized with the David F. Baker Distinguished Research Award. Please have a loud round of applause to welcome him.
Respected Chairman, sir, Sri Sasi Kiran Shetty ji, my senior professors, colleague, and family members of our chairman, sir's Alcargo group, my faculty members, officers, my dear students, and here eminent media personalities and groups which came from different sectors. So first of all, I express my apology to you because some delay has taken place in finally organizing this function, and which may affect your schedule, particularly to my media friends who may have other engagements also. So from core of our heart, first we apologize to you. But before that, actually, I can say most of the things our chairman sir have already said it about the IIM journey. And I tell you, the things started when he took over as a chairman. though there was a difficulty in NITIE, particularly the recognition of the degree. This was the big problem, and when I recall one girl student who hails from our district, particularly in Eastern UP, Jaunpur, she was topper of her institute in UP, and she admitted here under PGDI. Then she told her, मैं कौन सा डिग्री लिखूं, MBA लिखूं, MTech लिखूं या क्या लिखूं? तो मैं बेटा बोला ये कंफ्यूजन का आंसर मेरे पास भी नहीं है, because there are a lot of difficulties are there. So now Government of India has removed that difficulty, and once President gives assent, when the bill becomes GO, then such kind of problem will already be resolved for all time to come. So this is a big advantage to our students, stakeholders, that now their degree will be at par with any MBA institutions in the world, and you will be recognized. So, and one very interesting thing I tell you, the chairman sir was always very, so cordial and cooperative. He never allowed us to feel that as if that he's a big boss of the institute. He was always directing us, guiding us, but always helping us also knowing what are the problems of the institute. So each and everything I used to brief him and take his advice, suggestions to move in that direction. Friends like Atulji, AICT chairman, former president both, our Anil Sasbuddhe ji, T.G. Sitaram ji, current secretary Sanjay Murthy ji, former advisor, current advisor and former secretary to the Ministry of Education, Sri Amit Khare ji, and the current JS both to our TS section 7 as well as to the IIM section, Soumya ji and Banerjee Saab, so cordial that all our papers, whenever moves from one place to another place, we used to get the information that where it has gone, and always crossing our finger that what is happening, what is next, because this was just such a at stakeful project for us. If it does not happen, then there will be a big problem in days to come. Because NITIE is well known, we all know very well. But there are many other things, like say, each week we get 2 or 3 mails from the Germany, France, other places, that can you give us equivalence of this degree actually. So this was a very critical issue, but fortunately now I think all this will be a past. And once we get the assent from the Honorable President, then this will be formally announced in that matter. But both the houses have passed it. So particularly this today's gathering here to express our gratitude to all the stakeholders, our beloved chairman, sir, board members, ministers, Honorable Prime Minister, and all other people who are involved into that. And with that particular note, I say we thank to all our NITIE faculty, staff, officers, and also those who have very closely each and every line who have drafted part of the base massive paperwork. I say here, but particularly I wish to name also Nisha, Prashant, and all our deans, Seema ma'am, Vijaya ma'am, and all others, those who are involved deeply into this. Really, we are blessed to have such a wonderful colleagues, correct? Even during this time, I can say, Anju, our deans, they all were very much in trouble, but they all have helped us in many ways to realize this dream. So we promise you what is our vision of our chairman, that we have double up the capacity. We should have a very modern system of governance of the institutions. We should look forward towards next generation institutions, not the current one, based on the bowing down of all this approval process, this, that, file moving, etc. Now we have to devise some new way to jump from the current legacy system to some of the things which our future generation are expecting from us. So that kind of system we have to devise, and very soon we have to put our house in order in that room, means forget the legacy and think of the past. But when I say forget, means we are not going to forget industrial engineering, we are not going to forget techno-managerial things, we are not going to forget anything, operations and supply chain management. This will be our foray. We will think of that how the new courses which we are going to design, they have the inbuilt mechanism of our excellence which we achieved through NITIE Mumbai. So with this note, we are once again thanks to all of you for coming and to this one. expressing my great regard to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for being there always and guiding us through. Now, I would again like to thank our media persons who have kindly come here to join us in this celebration. And we can now formally open this to the media for asking questions to our chairman and director.
Yes. Can I make one small addition? Please. The admissions to course in 2024-26 will be under IIM Act.
Hello.
Yeah, please. Yes.
No, just one addition, because I think the media and everyone should know that the admissions to the program 24-26, that is beginning next year, will happen under new regime, that is under IIM regime. Okay, so those who are in the current system will continue in the current system, but the new batch will come under IIM Act. Thank you.
There are two things. One is the new batch, certainly, but those who are already there, they will also their degree through the IIM.
Hello. Hi, sir. We have questions. So, if you could provide us information on what will be these new courses. Now, admissions will be through CAT, as we suppose, as sir just mentioned that it will be through IIM system. So, if you could elaborate on the new courses, the admission process, and what happens to the existing courses that are going on currently. You just mentioned that they'll get IIM degree, but what will be that degree, and will these courses continue?
So I think, Pallavi, this question is to me, na?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Actually, what happens when we given our plan and the committee which wishes to recommend us for the IIM teacher, we have discussed all this issue, and which we are going to announce the new courses will be. They are what we are doing currently. It's a reflection into that. So one course will be most probably what we decided. MBA Operations and Supply Chain Management. Second course will be MBA General, actually, where we have any other institutions are offering MBA, like our also PGDIM was there earlier. So PGDIM is synonymous with the new course MBA General, and our current PGDI is equivalent to our modified to represent the MBA in bracket Operations and Supply Chain Management. And MBA Sustainability was there. So it was earlier, we can say that PGDSM, now it will be MBA Sustainability. So these three courses will be there with respect to the CAT entry. And also wish to ensure that this year we have taken our diversity to a new level, that we have reached to around 26%. But the moment we open PGDIM to all, like say earlier it was restricted only engineers. But our operations and supply chain management will be for engineers, scientists, mathematicians, economists, etc. That is operations and supply chain management. But PGDIM will be totally, it is for, means now called MBA General. This will be for all the disciplines to come up. So that way, we are very elaborate plan for all this thing. And this was discussed report also in our board earlier before we given it to the ministry. So the moment we get the government order, then we will start giving the wider coverage to all the syllabus and courses that we have planned. So idea that we are not leaving anything else. Only we are transforming them to match the requirements of the MBA degree.
Sir, congratulations on becoming an IIM. And while it will open up a lot of opportunities for the institute, for the students, of course, it will also come with some baggage that IIMs have. One of the issues that IIM have been criticized for is lack of diversity, and especially lack of diversity on campus, especially lack of adequate representation of students from marginalized section. Not just students, even the faculty members. IIMs have resisted implementing reservation in both faculty as well as research sector. So I want to know what is the current status of IIM Mumbai in terms of representation in both students and faculty members, and what are your plans to enhance that, and also will you be implementing the reservation policy as being demanded by the central government? Thank you.
Thank you, sir. So let me answer your question first. Sir, we were the very dedicated institute to implement the policies of the government. Right from the day of inception till date, we are implementing all the government policies which are meant for the different sections of society. With respect to diversity, currently we have 26% women, we have 15% reservation for the SC, 7.5% for the ST, and 27% for the OBC, that we are totally following. And all the seats which are there in different quotas, that also we are fulfilling. So you can see we have the representation from all the sections and complete rule observation which has been given by the government of India. This is with regard to admission. With regard to faculty also, last 1.5 years, we are constantly advertising and inviting the applications from the SC, ST, OBC and other groups also. And of course, whoever may matching with our quality, we are recruiting them. And our strength was 42. Currently, we have around 52 faculty members. And with the help of professor of practice and others like adjunct professor, we are 60. So we have to move, and still our 34 vacancies are not filled. So that we keep reserve as long as we are not getting good candidate from the reserve category. So we are totally following the reservation policy for the admission to the students also, and for admission for entry the faculty also. But like all other premier institutions, there is a dearth of the filling the candidates from the different categories. So that will be also be part of our problem. And also we are taking measures to aid. Just recently 1 week programs we ran, sir, especially for the marginalized community PhD holders, so that they can be groomed to become the faculty member, not only NITIE, but also in the other institutions. So, sir, all the proactive measures we are taking to observe the each and every socially relevant policies of the government which are enshrined in the Constitution. So we will be totally an institute who will try to excel by policies of the government and their observations. That's it.
I think it's a very, very good question what you asked. Very important topic that you picked up. Obviously, this is a legacy institution which is founded in 1960. So it has got a 63 years of legacy that is being built. The institution has helped, as you know, many bright minds to establish a great career for themselves. Any legacy institution, when it gets into transition to another reputed umbrella, one has to, this will take time, there will be a lot of discussion that will happen in the academic council, in the other committees that will be formed by the director and the deans, and also in discussion with the board of governors. Lot of deliberation will happen in terms of transitioning, but keeping the core values of the institution. So I think that's a process that will go on for the next few months, maybe couple of years. By then, I think we can give a lot more clarity how the transition will happen. And I think we will have to bring in more experts probably as advisors, as other support system for that, which all will be discussed in the months to come once the Honorable President give his assent to the bill, which will take another maybe a couple of months. And then we'll, in the meanwhile, start deliberation among the Board of Governors and take further steps.
Hi, sir. This is Himali from the Times of India. Once again, congratulations on becoming IIM Mumbai. I wanted to know, while a lot of clarity is now there, I wanted to know, in terms of intake capacity, what will it be for the coming 24-26 batch? What will it be in the next 5 years? I mean, Mr. Shetty said that, ideally you should have double the number of students on campus. Second, I wanted to ask you was that, while some of the IIMs have stopped taking aid from the government, what is your plan for the same? Because you've just been bestowed with this tax, so will you be looking at getting aid from the government? Will you be asking them for more aid? And how are you going to buy more land? Are you going to go vertical? If you can tell us some bits about the infrastructure bit.
Actually, thank you very much for your question. Actually, let me tell you first one by one. About the capacity, I specified very clearly the 3 programs which are all MBA nature, that is very, their capacity also we have decided, correct? At present, our objective is to match whatever number is currently there, like say 500 something is there, that we will match. Similarly, in PhD also, we have 40, but we want to restrict to 25, correct? So, like this, all the numbers we are going to meet, which is there at present. And then, with respect to newer programs also, we are having in mind, like we have 1 year program on the BLFM, 1 year program that we have the NSC, 1 year program on the FinTech that we are planning. So this will be the additional executive MBA type of programs that we will run. So, and also EMBA plan also is there. So we have to work out actually that with what way we should do. But all these things are already we have noted down and we will run it. So with respect to the main MBA programs, there is no dispute and numbers are also fixed. We will take it like this. But whereas additional things are coming up always, like say we have collaboration with the few IITs also. So that collaboration also we will honor and take admission from them also. So altogether, idea is that whatever 530 or 540 seats we are taking every year, that we will do at any cost in the 3 programs that we have planned, and remaining programs we will keep on running as and when the, like say, evening time or 1 year programs or our DGMP programs. So this we are not going to discontinue. We will keep it running as a revenue source. Second thing, see, there are 2 categories of IIMs which has been earlier established and those who are around 6-7 years old. So older ones are not taking money, newer ones have been given money for the infrastructure, but I think their also support is less. Because yesterday when the bill was being passed in the Rajya Sabha, then Mantri ji has very clearly specified that what is the annual budget of this one. Because these IIM courses are attracting with little bit more fee. So with that as well as our industry outreach, we maintain whatever money we require. So NITIE also planning in same way that after 1 year or you can say 2 year support, we will become self-reliant with respect to our own revenue generation, internal revenue generation through different sources. So perhaps we don't require any support from the government.
Sorry. So what will your fee be for 24-26?
And that we will discuss in the Board of Governors. Correct. Immediately we come.
Sir, Neeraj here from Hindustan Times. Adding to her question, how do you plan to compete with the old IIMs, like in the courses, fee, foreign tie-ups and placement, basically, because placement is more important for the management institutes?
Sir, with respect to placement, you know very well, NITIE, though it was not IIM, but our placement was excellent actually. You can see the record also. Average was around 27.5 this year. So, being in Mumbai, sir, and also already sir has mentioned, we are well recognized institutions in the domain of operations and supply chain management. But now we have to maintain this, our excellence, and jump into the another area. Like say we have to move into the finance, marketing, though it is there, but we want to build up our strength in this field also. And there is no, because I don't believe in competition. We want to cooperate and collaborate with the people. Say we have IIT Bombay, we have ICT. We want to mix their strength and our strength and launch some programs which will be more beneficial for the industry, society. And also we have, NITIE is the only institutions which is offering a global online program for the supply chain professionals of the entire world, not only for India. More than 34, 35 participants are coming from the other country. So such kind of programs will also keep on continuing, so that, and not very high rate, because that purpose of those programs was to give benefit to the large number of students who are not part of the IIM or NITIE, but they are studying in the other systems. They can take benefit of it and they can apply for good jobs in the company. So we will also keep that social aspect in mind, that we will invite all the top leaders of the universities and abroad, and we make their e-learning programs, we make their smart programs at different platforms, run it for the benefit of the students, not only of NITIE, but also of the other institutions. This already we are doing and will continue with more rigor actually. Correct?
Thank you.
Hi, sir.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you questions. Now that the number of students are going to increase, number of courses are increasing, can you please tell us if there are plans for infrastructural development in the existing campus? Are we looking at something new that might come up?
So, ma'am, you are very right. Already, we have given the contract of one executive hostel outside the gate. And there is one more hostel behind Vivekanand Hall is being there. Already it's a work started. So we will escalate it and accelerate the development. And also our MDP, which was earlier not very in good shape, but now at least 40 to 50 participants can easily be put there. So I think within 1.5 years, what sir is telling, at least 200 more seats we can add without any difficulty. And with the help of some corporates and other things, with the guide and advice of our chairman, board of governor, we will also try to augment the infrastructure in order to match some of the recent requirements like marketing, finance, etc. Though already it is there in our campus, we can easily run that also. And I think for the capacity of around 600 to 700, we don't have problem. The moment we want to augment more, like say 1400, 1500 or 2000, then whatever newer is coming up, I think that will take care. Okay.
So this is Sukanya from PTI. I wanted to ask about your fee structure. So from the new session, will there be will we see any change in the fee structure?
Ma'am, at present, you know very well, our PGDI is 6.5, PGDIM is 7.5. The moment we call MBA operations and MBA general, we will sit with our board of governor, ma'am. We will decide, because we have to also think in future we are not going to take money from the government. So something may increase, but exactly we have not yet decided. That we will decide once the government GO comes up, once everything is settled, and then with the help of board of governor we will decide exact amount. At present we are not in position to say anything on that.
Sir, this is Yogesh from Doordarshan.
Can I clarify?
Yeah,
because this, I work with this project as advisor, and also I am on the board of IIM Shillong. So I'll tell you what it is. I think because this kind of clarification is required. IIM Act allows the institute to charge up to 85% as its course fee. But what is 85%? That is of the what is the annual CTC you are able to get to the student. So it is market linked. So it will decide how much can you go up will be decided by the fact that how much you are able to get to the student. Okay, so that is, I think, what the board, I'm sure, will look into that aspect. IIM Act gives a lot of freedom and flexibility to the institute. I think that is going to be the key factor for NITIE's growth. This will give huge flexibility and autonomy for the institute. Like you talked about the infrastructure. IIM Act allows IIM, any IIM of the country, to open its branches anywhere in the world now. Forget about just India. IIMs can open their any off campuses anywhere in the world. Like I'm sure you must have noticed that just 2 days back, IIT Chennai has opened one in Zanzibar. Similarly, other IIMs are also opening up outside India. So there is enough scope to add to the strength that you are looking at, and that is the whole idea of the government of India. Why more IIMs and why such new institutions? I mean, the recognized institutions are coming under IIM umbrella is that we want more students to have access to this quality education under IIM brands. Sorry, I think that was important.
Actually, but even whatever may be the percentage, fee should be raised. I believe like that ki whatever extra expenditure coming up, since we are not making self-reliant, so we should adjust the fee in such a manner that everybody who is admitting here, their return on investment will be made quickly actually, correct? So we prefer not to be very exorbitant also and not to be very low also, middle path, and also assure that each and everybody who is admitted in the NITIE, they should get loan from all the recognized nationally sponsored banks, and so that no one will be denied any admission or what you call not able to carry out the study because of fee. That will not happen, and at present also we are ensuring same thing, ma'am, correct?
I think to add to that, Mumbai being the financial capital of the country, having an institution like this will facilitate a lot of academia industry engagements going forward. And there are established ways in which there are funds that you can generate by partnering with the corporate organizations. So that is something also the board will deliberate. The director will think about how other IIMs are doing it and what is the way in which that kind of an engagement can also foster in the future.
Sir, I'm Yogesh from Doordarshan. Sir, when it comes to autonomy, we had seen the tussle between the government and the management in 2015 and also in 2020 when basically we can say the tussle between a rift between the government and the management over that autonomy issue. Now, when you are getting more autonomy, what is your priority? What are the priority lists that you may have prepared for the days to come? Thank you.
First of all, we don't have any clash with any autonomy. Whatever autonomy government is giving us, we will accept it. We have nothing to say any controversy from anywhere. We don't know also because we are not in a part of IIM category, correct? So whatever autonomy will be given to us, we enjoy it and we will work on that and accordingly build up our courses and take the advantage of that autonomy and run the system for the benefit of our stakeholders who are the students and industry. This is our plan, correct? Because we don't know that any controversy or anything is there between anybody, correct? We are only working out how we can do our best and take the best benefit of the autonomy that government is giving it, correct?
Any sort of priority, any that you wanted to do, but because of that autonomy concern, you are not able to do
So
this. But now you have...
Already, sir, we have been autonomy, whatever, any institutions are there, we are also with us. Now, this problem of degree, once we get this degree awarding autonomy, that is sufficient for us actually, correct? Any other controversy we do not want to talk. We don't have any knowledge also. Okay?
Hello, sir. I'm Mohit from Mumbai Tarun Bharat. Firstly, congratulations. I just want to ask from economic perspective, upcoming, you have any plans for fintech or any
Yes.
kind of special economical program where
Yes.
also the syllabus can be designed by the way of your fraternity or it is all, you can get a suggestion of corporates also.
But Tarun, very right. Actually, already there is a 3 big institutions in Mumbai. RBI is there, BSc is there, NSc is there. We have already elaborately developed a fintech program to run with the NSc chief. And we will launch it very soon. Already all the syllabus, etc. has been prepared jointly, not by NITIE alone, NITIE, NSc and industry. Similarly, all our syllabus, not only that we are going to run fintech, any syllabus prepared, we always take the input of our great alums. You know, NITIE has a very strong legacy of 9, 10 or 10,000 alumni. Even those who have taken the courses like 1 month, 3 months, they are also our alumni. So we have been the beneficiary of such a large and very generous alumni network. They are helping us at many ways actually. So moment we call them, even night 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, they all come online and give us idea. Sir, isme isko daliye, isko thik kariye. So we are in that respect very, very well placed institutions in Mumbai and are getting all our support from them. So our syllabus curricula is totally modern. You will be happy to know that our current syllabus is also vetted by the MIT professors and top industry like you can say Amazon or you can say that HUL or Procter and Gamble. They have the list of 183 total alumni in the top positions of the Procter and Gamble. So you can imagine that most of the industry where our people are there, they are also bringing the expertise from the other groups like say KPMG, McKinsey. Sir has also given us a lot of big names whom we are in touch with regularly to improve our syllabus. We regularly call seminars and workshops to assimilate the newer ideas into our system. So fintech, you are saying we are running at least 2 programs already we have run on the fintech for our students actually. So we are very much in touch with all the modern evolutionary needs for the industry. And also, you know very well, Mumbai is the country which has given maximum to the people. People are coming from all walks of life and getting everything and somebody's transformation you see. So everything was there in Mumbai, IIM was not there. But what happened? What happened? Now, with the visionary leader like Sasi ji and Modi ji, government and all other things, and also humble support from us, at least we can say now synergy is there. So we are just adding to this mother Bombay something which we have earned and taken benefit. So थोड़ा मोड़ा उनको भी decent हो जाएगा, अच्छा रहेगा, है कि नहीं? That's it.
Sir, basically, just I want to ask that, do you have any plans for like, if corporate want anything that need to be teach professionally, so it will be upgraded to time in your syllabus?
Syllabus we are reading. Say for example, you can ask we are running many programs for the industry alone. Like say for our cargo itself, we have run the complete training program in the ESG area for logistics. Similarly, we are running similar programs for the Indian Oil, for the other companies also. Similarly, for banks also, we are running program for SBI going to run like. So most of the industry, they come to us, we tailor program for them and run it, correct. That is also for our UBP, we call it UBP. Same thing is part of any other IIMs also. So most of the industry relevant courses, it is our main foray. We are going to keep it more and more for such courses with us. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
So you mentioned, availability of loans. Will you also be offering any scholarships to students, especially from marginalized sections?
Sir, already with the help of industry, we are offering scholarship like 6 is being given by the PNG. Some alumni are giving offering scholarships, and there are some institutional things also that we provide them. So scholarships are already there, sir, and we will maintain, and more scholarship will be given to them. That I can tell you. So industry supported also, as well as we are also going to have our own way to provide scholarship. Government of India is also giving them also both.
Just to once again clarify, when admissions open for 2024, how many students will you take in for each of the 3 programs, the 3 MBA programs?
Well, one tentative number we have decided. It should be somewhere around already 500 boys are there. Boys and girls मिला के 500 हैं करीब. So in and around that only will mention. so that this strength will be matching with our hostel requirements, correct? So, but we will divide, say for example, how much in PG, MBA operations, how much in MBA general, and how much MBA sustainability. That decisions we just take in our board and then we launch it. Already we have some number, but we have to get formal approval from the chairman that we will do it, correct?
And what is your current total hostel capacity?
Current around 1200, ma'am. 1200 or something, 1260, 1260 around. We are a bit restrained here. I tell you, we share the rooms also with the 2 students and 2 girls in one room. But this is the way how we function till now. Because unless our new hostels comes up, we cannot give them alone seat at present. That is it.
Sure.
Thank you very much, sir, for taking out your time, and thank you to the media persons for, asking us really interesting questions. We would look forward to your support all the more now. And I think sir wants to say something.
Yeah, I just want to request the media friends to take this opportunity to take some time out to visit the campus. Look around and feel for yourself if you've not done it already. So what a beautiful campus. It looks like you're in a hill station, right? So that's the kind of environment that you will witness. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Wonderful idea. I think we will come out with a formal press release, which we will share with all our media friends here. Thank you very much, sir. So now we can close this session on a wonderful note. Thank you, sir, all for your patronage, and we hope to have you here very soon again. Thank you.